So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene, on every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
That I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene, on every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I
Hello everybody and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. Tonight is the evening. It is the grand finals of the Academy. We've got Escathon Sonata up against Pandora's Code Red in a best of 3 fashion. I am joined tonight by Oshroomsy and Waylander, but Waylander is going to be a bit in the background. You'll hear his snarky trolling comments here and there, but for most part, he told me tonight to Scarp, I'm gonna keep my shutters on and I will leave you at peace. But nonetheless, so Shroomsy, how are you feeling tonight, and how has this Academy season been treating you with regards to matches and plays and, well, classes and everything?
Always good. As you know, no complaints from my side. But yeah, I have to say I'm quite impressed with the teams with this season's academy classes. I mean, we've seen massive difference coming out from a lot of teams and a lot of upset matches to start with. I mean, who could have guessed the two teams that would be going to be in the finals would be PCR and Escathon? So these teams had major improvements over the Academy League, and I have to say it definitely paid off. And as you know, the new update is live, so this is going to be one hectic, interesting match coming up.
Yeah, definitely. And let's give away his 5 seconds of fame here. Well, on our channel. Let's go away. How are you feeling tonight, bro?
Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm doing well, Skavskeiko, Shroomsy. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure. You know, I don't often get to show up on this channel, but with your permission, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to watch how the Waylander Gaming Academy has come, well, full circle for the second time around. We've got these two teams, Pandora's Code Red and Escathon Sonata, making it all the way to the finals, showing, therefore, the greatest improvement out of all the teams in the list. So it's going to be a cracker of a grand finals. I hope you guys have voted in the poll to see who it's 100% of the votes going Econ. But it's still early days. PCR, don't just stress. We'll wait for your fans to get online and get their votes going in here. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of love and support in this game, but that's enough from me. I think it's going to be time to head into those lobby bans before we end up in the actual normal banning phase.
Yeah, indeed. So Shunzi, I did see you had the privilege to do the final, well, the first lobby bans in this best of 3 series for, well, the final matches of the Academy Season 2. So run us through the lobby bans, please.
All right, so of course, PCR being first, the full team in lobby, they get the call on heads and tails. Oh, sorry, Econ was the first team. They called tails, it landed heads, PCR got the first call. Econ not waiting, they banned out the Phobius and the Badang. And PCR sticking to what they know, taking out the Joy and the Suyu, focusing on that major jungle potential Econ has. So those are very good bans from both teams coming out. And I have to say, this might just show us what we can expect heading into the banning phase.
Yeah, indeed. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start this first match in this best of 3 series as we are jumping into the drafting phase. It's phase 1 of the draft. So Grip Reaper at 18 with the first ban. My question is, are they going to respect ban Escathon, or are they going to go for those comfort bans, as we do see Grip Reaper at 18 banning out the Hayabusa as the first ban?
So I definitely see a trend going on here with the PCR ban, focusing on that jungle to get Alfie as low as possible. We do, of course, know that Lucas is still open, one of Alfie's main heroes, as well as we do see Econ banning out the Grange and PCR not wanting to risk it, banning out the new hero, the Wu Zetian.
Who was that on? we will still get a crossover voiceover for that one. But yeah, Escathon Sonata opting for the marksman ban first. The Granger not being noticed as a jungler at this point of stage, and Escathon Sonata responding with the Rafaela ban.
Oh, and as that happens, the first pick coming out from PCR will be the X-Borg. So X-Borg having a major buff and a little bit of a rework on his ult. So the question is that going to be enough to push him back into the meta? That is the question.
I did see with the new patch, there has been some changes with regards to jungle creeps. The respawn timers has been set on the gold and XP crabs. So, you know, it's this all comes down to a splendid time either for the jungler or for the side laners. So very curious to see how this is going to play out, as we do see Big Spender picking up Sicilian, Kiro going with Farza, and Author Blitz picking up Yu Zong. Demon Slayer with a response from Escathon Sonata. Shumzi, what do you think of this drafting so far, as we do see Alvi picking up one of his signatures being the YSS?
Let's fight to our heart's content!
Alright, we'll get back to Shumzi very shortly as Escathon Sonata goes for the final ban, banning out the Lucas and Mr. or Mrs. Fury from PCR with the final ban. Meanwhile, the first matchup drafting, the final ban being the Glue. We are Glue. We are Mischief. I just love that of the Glue. It always catches me as Demon Slayer swaps with Arjun and Demon Slayer picks up the Julian. So Fury going with the Clint and Grip Reaper at 18 going with the Florin. So what a draft at this point in stage.
Yeah, that is true. Looks like it might be a final, Bernadetta being picked up here. So a lot of damage for the side of Econ at this moment in time. You've got a YSS on the gold lane. Interesting, very interesting. You've got Julian Jungle, Bernadetta on the XP, Big Spender there picking up the Sicilian. So it's going to be a lot of damage output for the side of Econ. But Sustain, on the other hand, PCR going for the sustain route. They've actually got quite a nice balance here. You've got your backline dive with Yuzong. You've got the same can be said for the X-Borg. And just as you mentioned, it looks like it's going to be that reworked X-Borg. So we're going to definitely be taking a look to see how much of damage it's going to put through. But it's the Florin pick that could be the sealer for the side of PCR, giving them just that extra bit of sustainability in team fights.
Yeah, indeed. So, as we do see, the chat is very excited, Bella is stating, yay, pros are playing, and everyone just jumps on the yay train and yippee. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the first match officially. It is PCR in the blue corner and Escathon Sonata in the red corner, as we do see X-Borg is opting for the blue buff first. Will we see that Franco Nerf Raptor coming in here to either steal the blue buff or get the blue buff reset, as we do see Julian and Sicilian starts on the red buff?
Interesting rotation. I mean, you always have to watch out for the Franco, as we do see he did get a hook off onto the X-Borg, but not getting his hands on that buff. And that's a successful defense coming out from PCR.
Yeah, indeed. So just pulling the X-Borg away from the the hook onto Kuro, onto the Faza, but just sustaining some damage, not really much doing so. But yeah, this is at the 1 minute mark. Gold is fairly even, just slightly in favor of Pandora's Code Red.
Definitely. I mean, this Franco is a game changer. As you know, one correct hook can change any course of a team fight. But overall, both teams having quite similar jungle clearing speed after this recent change in the jungle. So gold lane is being a bit more safe in the early game, but Bernadetta making aggressive rotation here onto the gold lane. The question is, beautiful hook onto Kiro. We do see him getting down to 1 HP. Bena is in the mix, but does not get that kill, as we do see his Faza successfully retreats.
Yeah, that rotation from the Bernadetta, if it was used to get pressure onto the mid lane, it would have been a beautiful rotation, but that just allowed the Yuzong to get the lane cleared up earlier, and also almost so close to the Black Dragon form. But we do see the engagement onto the gold lane as a Franco misses the hook, unfortunately. Now my question is, Nerf Raptor, is he as good with the Franco as his squad captain, General Chow? We do know General Chow has got some deadly flicker hooks.
Oh, that's the question. I mean, Franco's a high skill ceiling hero. I mean, everyone can pick up a Franco, but not everyone can play him successfully. You see the Econ having an almost uncontested Lord. Black Dragon form is committed, but no engagement. Meanwhile, 1v1 on the gold lane. Why is SB winning in that matchup? Beautiful outplay there. Hook just missing barely onto that Florin. So no team fight in that mid lane.
Yeah, I was just keeping an eye out on the Fars are going for the rotation to the bot lane, nearly catching the YSS with a feathered light airstrike, but are not capitalizing on missing the second and third strike and allowing YSS to escape out. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the 3-minute mark. Escathon Sonata does have, well, 600 gold lead at this point in stage with the first turtle in favor of them. But we do see Franco onto the Clint, but the Batch Feast as well as the Featherlight Airstrike is committed from both majors of both teams. But Faza will be caught out by the Sicilian, but Xborg with the last insanity onto YSS. That is a 1-for-1 exchange in the bot lane currently, but we do see Julian just going for that scythe combo and not capitalizing with the scythe throw just yet.
But I have to say, I'm loving this Benedetta's rotation. Very aggressive, trying to get that mid lane pressure. Almost a complete gold shield being lost in the mid lane. While that happens, Yuzong is just solo pushing in a safe manner to the lane. We do see engagement here onto the Yuzong. Will he get caught out? No, he just gets back to safety. Benedetta commits the combo. The ult is committed. And that is the flicker from the Franco. To no avail, feathered airstrike. Demon Slayer in a lot of danger and gets taken down. Meanwhile, Millen is here onto Big Spender. We do see the last insanity committed. 1 HP on the Sicilian. He gets taken down. Faza finishing up that aroma from Econ. So overall, beautiful engagement coming there from PCR.
Indeed so. So that was a 3-for-0 exchange in favor of Pandora's Code Red. As we do see Benedetta just being an annoyance as she normally is, you know, with that dash and yeah, just trying to poke the Xborg down, but nonetheless, the second turtle has spawned up. PCR currently rotating for this second turtle, just waiting for the Xborg before they do start it up. No, sir, they do not, as Kiro does start and allow the turtle of this match to reset. However, Escathon Sonata in the best position here for this turtle, currently starting up the turtle.
And Franco just poking here the gold laner. Meanwhile, there's a 3 rotation here from PCR. They're trying to get the contested turtle. Retro battle being won by Team Merlin. Reducing engagement, the last insanity with a feathered airstrike. Bloody onto the Xborg. We do see the Bats Feast also committed. Benedetta's into the mix, just dishing a lot of damage. And that's another kill. Will she get the triple kill? But no, Faza survives and gets the revenge kill. So that's a 3-for-2 exchange going in favor for Econ, but PCR securing the turtle.
That is true. That ecliptic blade coming in from Benedetta was such a vital point, but unfortunately not being allowed to close that gap onto the enemy jungle. Oh, but look, let's bring this in, and I do have to state this Xborg rework currently. I'm loving what I'm seeing on this Xborg. Xborg finally received some love once more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the question still beckons, will it be enough to put him back into the meta? Once again, last insanity onto Franco, just securing the kill after Farsa took him almost down with that feathered airstrike. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Julian is invading the enemy jungle, just getting as much farm as he can. But Clint getting the kill onto that Sicilian as well. So this is a very intense match, back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, indeed so. So, just before the 7-minute mark, we do see Pandora's Code Red has that 4-kill advantage and has swayed the gold in favor of them, currently having that 1.7k gold lead. As we do see Fury does get the pick-off kill onto the YSS. Alvi definitely not having a very good time in the gold lane.
Definitely. I mean, Clint is a devastating hero, and even with that Florence support, it's quite easy. As we do see the tier 1 turret falling in the bot lane. Franco also being taken almost to half HP as the next turtle of the match is spawned up, but we do see there's going to be an uncontested one coming out from PCR.
Yeah, indeed so. So PCR definitely going for this third and final turtle. The third and final turtle has been taken down in favor of Pandora's Code Red. However, the Ecliptic Blades from Benedetta was used to escape the engagement. Oh, never mind. I thought it was, but it was a dash on her first skill using the Ecliptic Blade to escape the Fury Blast of, well, or shall we say it, the flamethrowers of Xborg. But we do see the engagement in the bot lane as Demon Slayer finally gets that kill onto Clint. So that's a one for nothing exchange in favor of Escathon, Sonata.
Definitely, and this gives them the opportunity to put a bit of map pressure onto the bot lane. The first Sky piece of the match has been picked up in the hands of Xborg, so if it gets that stacks built up early on, that might be a massive game changer that PCR needs to just secure this early game lead that they have built up so far. And we do know it's already 8.5 minute mark. PCR already at a 1.5k gold lead heading into the next stage of the match.
Yeah, indeed. So this is all going to come down to which team is going to have the discipline here in the mid to late game. We are so close to entering the late game stages. If Way had to voice his reason, he would say, Sean, we're already in the late game stages. But yeah, luckily we
So I believe the late game stages only started when the first turtle has died. So at this stage, it's still currently the mid game stage. We do see the Feather SI with the last Insanity onto 3. Xborg getting the first Sky Pierce distract. Julian there in with the enhanced second skill. Florent gets taken down. But in response, we do see the Retro being committed there from the Xborg. Will he get the kill? The fastest there to support him. They get him taken down, but the Sanguine Claws, of course, landing, doing a lot of damage. Clint is in the mix, bringing Benedetta to 1 HP as Econ does fall back in that exchange.
Yeah, 3-2-1 going in favor of Pandora's Code Red as the first Lord of this match has spawned up. The PCR currently in a very good position as we do see it's no more Mardra. It is now back to the normal Lord on the map. Oh, how we missed this Lord, even though I got so used to Mardra, being honest.
I mean, I'd never mind an anime setting like that. I mean, that was a massive event that Moonton did, bringing the whole changes to the map. But don't fret, we won't see the boring map for way too long. We're going to see the next major event with a Raptor Feast coming out. And it's going to be quite interesting to see the Lord turning into a dinosaur.
I'm wondering, does this carry anything with regards to, well, the Jurassic Park's new movie that is releasing on the 2nd of July? Just listen to me while doing advertisement for Jurassic Park. But
shameless.
Oh, we do see on to, who's that? On to Kiro. Faza not being able to escape with a very, however, Clint does finish off Julian, but the hook is on to Clint, but Clint will be able to finish off Franco. Will he be able to do that? No. Franco with his high mobility boots does escape the clutches of, well, Clint and his high crit damage.
Oh, I mean, Clint going your full blast cannon, the hook underneath the turret. YSS there to follow up, and he gets the shutdown onto Clint. They onto this Florin. She's sustaining, but ult being committed, and that is another kill for the YSS. Will he get the triple kill? Also Blitz into the mix. He commits a Black Dragon form just to escape and stay safe in that exchange. 2 for nothing coming out for the favor of Econ.
Yeah, but Pandora's Code Red definitely getting those tier 2 turrets. So Pandora's Code Red at the 11.5 minute mark. Oh, we do see the engagement. Strike coming in from Faza. However, the engagement is on to Yuzong as YSS gets on the killing spree. But the last Insanity is committed from Xborg. And Faza does finish off the Julian, allowing Xborg to escape. But like I was trying to say, well, at the 11.5 minute mark, we're now at the 12 minute mark. Pandora's Code Red definitely having the map advantage here, as well as the kill advantage with a 4k gold lead.
So Econ definitely need to gear it up. I mean, the next Lord is up in 42 seconds. They definitely need to try to contest this major objective, because this might be the one that crashes the inhibitors. As we know, the Holy Shields is no longer up and going, so this might be the game changer. Big Spender being caught out of position, 4v1 situation, and gets taken down. Meanwhile, Econ in the top lane just trying to split push, getting a little bit more map presence in that regard.
Yeah, indeed. So this, as we do see LV split pushing with the YSS, picking up a tier 1 turret in favor of Escathon Sonata. We do see Pandora's Code Red currently going, trying to keep this pressure here onto Escathon Sonata. They should definitely try and get the pickoffs here. And, well, this is all going to come down to the next Lord in all fairness. If PCR takes this next Lord, they could capitalize on the advantage that this major objective does bring. But, I mean, look at Escathon Sonata just forcing another tier 1 turret down, as we do see the Black Dragon form is committed from the Yuzong onto the Franco. Will we see the abilities onto Franco? Yes, we do see the knockup coming in from YSS, as we do see T Merlin with the X-Borg taking down Franco with his first skill. Julian and YSS going for that split push, picking off a tier 2 turret. However, we do see PCR walking in with the Lord. The Lord is onto the tier 3 turret. The Feather Light airstrike from Faza is committed. However, there's only stuns onto one, but we do see the Lord is onto the Nexus. Will PCR focus here, as we do see the Ecliptic Blade coming in from Benedetta, as she does get the pick off onto Florian, but Julian, Demon Slayer, went in too far into the backline as Clit was able to finish him. And that should be another tier 3 turret. So that's 2 tier 3 turrets in favor of Pandora's Code Red, as we do see the Feathered Airstrike coming in. They don't want to give me a break. It's a passover, as we do see the last Insanity from Xborg is committed. PCR takes the first match. That's first blood being drawn in favor of Pandora's Code Red. What a first match. What a first match. Wouldn't you agree, Oshroomzy?
Oh, epic game. These are definitely clutching it up, showing us why they are in the finals. The grand finale, there's no better stage than this. I mean, Xborg, well-deserved MVP, going 11-1-4. So, the question now beckons, is Econ going to bring us to the game 3, or is PCR going to assert their dominance and take this in a clean sweep fashion?
Listen to that high-grade English there. You definitely topped up on your English before you came into the stream, yeah. I do see some of the viewers saying YSS likes peanut butter sandwiches. So, LV, well, should we give you some peanut butter sandwiches and see you shift up a gear? But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to enter into the second match. As we get the lobby ready and sorted for you. Super excited. This is, like Oshroomzy said, you know, is PCR going to take this in a clean sweep fashion? Or will Escathon Sonata get the return here? That matches, you know, that sudden, that you all know.
Just trying to get Econ in the lobby. They are currently declining my request to join and going offline. So I don't know what the team are they going to bring in. The second team, as you know, Econ does have 4 teams up and running. Yeah, it looks like the other team is setting up. So they brought in the big guns now.
So what I'm seeing here, right, and is well, obviously, you know, members, past members, so it's just Leonardo, I'm immune. My heart is still sore, but nonetheless, sis. So we do need the teams to swap.
Definitely, we need to start. So PCR has left side, and PCR has right side. Econ getting the left side, and they will have the first pick heading into the next match.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, whilst we're getting everything sorted, please hit that like, share and subscribe button and get your friends here and allow them to enjoy this well, casting, streaming and matches as you are currently doing. So see 1 like so far. What are you not entertained? Oh, never mind, it's 4 likes. So my question is still, are you not entertained? There's 12 viewers, only 4 likes. Sis.
Yeah, bro. So I just saw the sticker that Angelic made for me, and I look ginger. I'm ginger.
So, howdy, boy. How do you join these tournaments? You come and join the community, right? As soon as a new tournament is up in the horizon, you will be notified. I mean, currently after this, right? So towards month end, we've got the MSA Cup, which will be featuring only here on the Waylander Gaming channel. So, and then thereafter, we've got the Conquerors of Dawn tournament, which is our anniversary tournament, which, is half invitational and half sign-ups. So that is definitely going to be a very interesting tournament. And it's also going to be the first tournament ever in South Africa to have a large cash prize pool. So very excited for that, because that is, as I mentioned, our anniversary tournament, and that would also be the sign and beacon that here at Waylander Gaming we are 1 year old. So it's been a minute that we've been streaming here for everyone here, so what can I say? We do appreciate everyone's love and support coming in here and taking off the time and just to come and watch our streams. So there's a lot of content that we'll be releasing, and just super excited for all of that. And this is the time to do that, because we've also started with, well, a podcast. So I'm not going to talk too much about it, because I want you guys and ladies to go and watch the podcasts. Those are definitely crazy fun. We've had fun with the first episode, and episode 2 is to be recorded still. But nonetheless, let's get into the banning the lobby bans.
Alright, we're just waiting for the last member of Econ. He just quickly restarted his phone. Mid-match, he has had a bit of lag issues, so they just asked for a quick 2 minutes just to restart that phone. But one thing I have to say, Scarpskingle, there is, if I had to compare you to a celebrity, there's one person I think of, and that is, what's the new small lighty from Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
That one. So, I don't know if you know, but Tom Holland, like, he spoiled every single upcoming Spider-Man in every single one of the episodes. That reminds me of you. You're so excited, you just can't wait for the news to drop.
Well, what can I say, bro? What can I say? I mean, we've been putting in a lot of hard work. How do you expect me not to be excited? I mean, if you think about it, and if you look at the entire team that we've got that puts in, well, from admin to designing to editing to everything, one thing that I can purely tell you about the team, and I think it's very infectious, and it came from the community. Everyone is passionate about what they do and what we do. So how do you expect me to not drop all this information?
True. I mean, we're doing what we love, and that is gaming. I mean, we're all gaming all the time. What better life is there than that?
That is true. I mean, we will not talk about my last season on Mlbb. I mean, at least I reached Mythic, okay? But last season, the one that just passed, so thank you that the season is over. Well, it was definitely my second lowest win rate percentage, so I'm not very proud of saying that, but yeah, nonetheless, do love the games.
What rank did you end on there?
15 stars, Mythic.
Australia, at least you got the medal. That's all that counts. I mean, at 15 stars, you get that mythic medals for that new Halo skin that's coming up. I mean, I can't wait for that.
I'm 10 medals away, so definitely I'll be able to buy my mythic skin within this season. So just hoping, at least everyone is currently back into the epic, well, Slaughterfest, shall I say. So yeah, I see Shady is already in Legend, so Yeah.
I mean, Shady, and there's a few other Oaks that's also that's already in Legend. There's already someone on Legend 3. And I mean, that is crazy to already be on that level just after the season dropped.
So I do see that the players already, and let's get the bands in.
Yeah,
So,
I'm busy currently with the bands. They still deciding who's the captain, because both Demon Slayer and Leonardo putting out bands, and I don't know whose bands to follow.
so Pandora's Code Red going with the Joy and a new Euro band. So I want to see the new Euro in action and not just on a YouTube video, you know?
I mean, she's quite devastating, and I really would like to see her. I'm also wanting to pick her up for a few games. I mean, after all, she's broken. That's broken. Okay, so we're going with Demon Slayer. So that's Fovia Suyu coming out from Econ. PCR going with a Joy and the Zetion. So overall, good bands, and we will now head into the banning phase.
So as we jump into that, good luck and have fun to both teams. We are into the second match in this best of 3 series. So this comes down, will Pandora's Code Red take this out of the grips from Escathon Sonata in a 2-for-0 fashion clean sweep, or will Escathon get the revenge here and take us into the sudden death? We do know Escathon Sonata were the champions of the Viking series that I did feature on our channel not so long ago. So yeah, will they retain a championship and come into the come out as the grand finalists? Well, the grand champions in the Academy series, as we do see Immune with the first ban for Escathon Sonata.
So interesting to see a major team swap coming out from Econ. How are they going to fare against the dominance from Pandora's Code Red? Immune with a missed ban, missed opportunity.
My kiss.
Oh, so unfortunate. But Pandora's Code Red going with a Alice ban.
What? That's interesting. Is that one of the new changes? I mean, we did see that major change coming out from the anti-lifesteal. So maybe Alice new meta?
Yeah.
But with that being said, Guinevere being the next band coming out from Escathon Sonata, Hayabusa being the response from PCR. So overall, we do see, of course, PCR sticking with their jungle bands, but Econ, Lucas is open, but Badang as well, so they pick up the Badang, and PCR Grip Reaper 18 T Millen with a response.
Indeed so. Escathon Sonata allowing T Millen to pick up the X-Borg once more. Author Blitz picking up the Yuzong again, but Demon Slayer with the Badang. This is going to be interesting. Will the Escathon Sonata be able... Will they go for that combo that with the Badang pick up the chip? As we do see Leonardo picking up Vexana.
So definitely might be a possibility. I mean, we also know there is a few different players that can come out from Immune, but it looks like Immune going to the gold lane, but swaps out the YSS, so we still might see the chip being picked up. But PCR going for the mindset, I mean, if it ain't broken, why try to fix it? As they stick with the same bands. But I'm interested to see what English het dan what rigting Econ is going now with the next picks.
As we see Junior Sun donating 7 Rand. Thank you for the support there. We do appreciate it. It's all love. Thank you so much. As we do see Grip Reaper at 18 picking up the Florin once more. So Pandora's Code Red definitely sticking to their guns, as we do see the glue as the final ban. Katlego 09 with the final ban for Escathon Sonata.
Born by thy wish.
Handing out the Zushin. So Zushin's still not seeing the light of day even after the new hero has been released, but overall still a very irritating hero. PCR Fury with a response. So will they once again go with the mid lane Faza, or will they swap out? No, they're going for the Leslie instead of the Clint this game. What do you think about the Leslie?
The Leslie, you know, oh bro, look, Leslie, she can do so much damage once she's got a full build or that Trinity build. But Leslie definitely more focused for mid to late game, more late game. But I am definitely favoring Immune with the Exia. Exia is still one of my favorite heroes to pick up, and towards to the end of the last season, right? She's been, it felt like her clunkiness has been taken away. So I don't know if it's going to be the same in this season, as we do see Katlego 09 picking up Ruby. But if it's a gold lane matchup, I'm definitely favoring Exia.
Oh, definitely. I mean, and even they did buff her early game laning capabilities a bit with that first skill buff of hers. But Kira going for that Xavier. So that is a beautiful long snipe onto the stationary Exia. So overall, I have to say both teams having exceptional drafts. I would just like to have seen that Katlego picking up the Tiger. They would have had the full team combo. But who knows? Maybe that worked for them as we head into the match.
Yeah, Escathon, this should. Yeah, 100%. Pandora's Esports. Thank you for that donation. We do appreciate the support. Here's your special shout out. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I would just like to know your real name and not call you Pandora's Esports, you know, or even your in-game name. I'm sure we featured you on the channel before, but nonetheless, as I wanted to say, Escathon Sonata definitely having the set potential for the Exia. You're looking at Bedang and the Ruby as well, and then as well as the stun coming in from Vexana. So I'm very curious to see if Immune is going to get his placements in place for that full barrage. But we are into the second match. Escathon Sonata this time around into the blue corner, and Pandora's Code Red in the red corner. Let's go.
Both teams opting to start the normal rotation, starting on the XP lane side. There's already, we see the buff being spawned up on 25 seconds already being a major change to the jungling speed. And that also changes the mid lane rotations quite a lot, I have to see. But it is interesting to see how this mid lane will pair up. We know Vexana has a much faster wave clear. The stun coming up onto Xavier, just poking him low, while Bedang gives beautiful vision onto that enemy buff.
Yes, Pandora's Esports is currently trolling me, saying I am the unknown shadow of the team. Well, thank you.
So it's Cyber.
Well, whatever. Unknown. No, Cyber is in the chat as well. But nonetheless, we are just past the first minute mark of this match. Yeah, it's all going to come down. Who's going to have the faster rotation to the jungle, gold lane? As we do see Bedang, Demon Slayer, just allowing that vision onto Pandora's Code Red.
And Leslie already been taken down to almost one-shot capabilities. Bedang here onto that Xbox, just trying to get a bit poke on. Yuzong making the rotation to the mid lane once again. So overall good engagement here. Exia had a lot of danger, gets taken down. First blood going to the hands of Leslie as they are on the board.
Yeah, indeed. So the first settle of this match is spawning up in the next 10 seconds. And Mads, it definitely won't be Cyber, because we always hear in excuses. It's either a handbag or a or shoes or skins. You know, I just can't help myself there.
But meanwhile, the YSS getting taken down by that last insanity from the Xbox. We need to see the sun from Xavier coming onto Vexana, just poking her down. So this is going to be a difficult Lord for Econ to contest. Sorry, Turtle, as we're not into that match. Ruby already in a position. Black Dragon form has been committed, but Dung getting the stun off, flicker out with Ruby into the mix. We do see that a Guardian coming down from Vexana, but this beautiful rotation coming out from Author Blitz on the Yuzong. Another kill. He's still not done yet, trying to get the passive off, but YSS does punish that aggressiveness and gets the return kill. 2-for-1 exchange coming out from PCR.
Oh, as we do see, Fury gets that solo kill onto the Exia in the bot lane. So at this point of stage, it is 2 kills advantage in favor of Pandora's Code Red. With the 700, make that 800. No, never mind, make it a 1k gold lead.
YSS trying the aggressive rotation, trying to steal that blue buff, but beautiful rotation from Florin, just keeping that safe for the jungler. So overall, we might see another big engagement coming here onto the gold lane, as both teams are currently setting up to do their wave clear onto this bot lane.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't put the YSS in a 1v1 situation against the Xborg, because the Xborg's capabilities is still a bit unknown at this point in stage. We do see Escathon Sonata going for the rotation onto the YSS. Demon Slayer not getting that wall onto Yuzong. My bad, it's Yuzong, not YSS. As well, we do see the Black Dragon form is committed from how shall we say, Author Blitz, but not capitalizing on that engagement. In the meantime, we did see the pick of kill from the YSS onto the Xavier. Xborg currently in a lot of danger here as Vexana gets the kill onto Xborg.
Beautiful engagement overall. We see the 1v1 on the bot lane, and Fury gets that 1v1 kill for the second time. So Leslie definitely beating Ixia in this current matchup. So the next Lord of the Turtle of the match is spawned up. PCR already having the 1k gold lead, 700 gold lead now. Heading into the next phase of the match. Will they go for this contention, or will Econ show their dominance and leave it uncontested?
Yeah, so there is the second turtle. We do see a lot of love coming in for PCR at this point of stage. Where were you guys in the first matchup? As we do see the engagement onto Escathon Sonata. The lost insanity from Xborg was committed, but so low from both teams. Hero, Xavier gets the pick-off kill onto Badang, but the engagement continues as we do see I'm Offended is committed onto the Yuzong, but Vexana steals the turtle in favor of Escathon Sonata. So it was a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Pandora's Code Red, but Escathon Sonata picking up the objective. Who would you say actually won in that trade?
So I would honestly say definitely if you get the team wipe instead of the turtle, it definitely is better in your favor. I mean, that immediately gives you the advantage to go for the tower objectives. So I would say PCR won in that exchange.
Yeah, indeed so. So, Rashumsi, let me ask you this. It ain't over till the what?
The cookie crumbles. Merlin here into the mix. We do see Badang with the first crack. Black Dragon form into the mix. He's going onto that Vexana. Petri combo getting full barrage. And the YSS into the mix. That's one kill. And that is a YSS dead. But Badang not done yet. Getting that stuns up. Vexana already back for more. She commits the Eternal Guardian. She's going into the mix. That's a kill onto Vexana. Badang in a lot of danger here. We do see Leslie with the long range snipes. 1 shot, 2 shot, dead. That is overall a 3-for-0 exchange in favor of PCR.
Indeed so. But Katleku09 did pick up the first tier 1 turret in favor of Escathon Sonata. But Pandora's Code Red returning the favor there by taking down the tier 1 turret in the bot lane. However, I do favor the tier 1 turret in the mid lane, as it does open up a lot more of the map. But we do see Pandora's Code Red currently invading the jungle here, taking that small creep. We do see the wall coming up from Badang. However, Ruby with the pullback. The full barrage is committed from the Exia. Will it be able to finish off? No, as we do see Leslie gets the pick-off kill onto Vexana with that snipe. Will Xavier get that Dawning Light, as we do see the fish crack coming in from a dunk? However, there's no follow-up from Escathon Sonata, as everyone does need to retreat, as Kiro, the Xavier, gets the kill onto Badang. So, a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Pandora's Code Red, and this is the third and final turtle up, and Pandora's Code Red definitely having the advantage at this third and final turtle.
Definitely. I mean, that Dawning Light from the Xavier, barely missing the XCR, but getting the kill at least onto one. I mean, that is a game changer ultimate if used correctly. So the final 13 going to PCR uncontested. They definitely need to start focusing, trying to get this mid lane being pushed down so they can get a map presence before the next Lord spawns up.
Yeah, indeed. So, Shrooms, I just quickly need to ask you just to step in here quickly. I just need to get my charger. I didn't see my battery was low.
No stress, bro. No stress. So, already at the 8-minute mark, PCR having a 5k gold advantage as well as a 7 kill advantage heading into the mid to late stages of the map. We do see engagement here onto Kiro with the Florian already committed ultimate YSS into the mix. We do see the last Insanity being committed. That's another kill for the Leslie. That's 2-for-0 exchange. And Pandora is focusing on this mid lane turret. We do know the first crack is onto 2. And the XR is then just to try to follow up. But Badang gets knocked up into the air. Dawning Light just securing that kill. XR in a lot of danger. Gets sniped down by the Leslie. So that's a 4-for-0 exchange currently as they do try to melt down this first mid-tier turret. Leonardo committing the flicker, but Leslie as well as Xavier not letting up the pressure, commits the ultimate and forces the turret to go down. We do see the ready be committed from YSS onto Yuzong, gets the kill, he's going for another one, but he's in a lot of danger now. Dawning Light as well as Xborg just finishing out that exchange. So overall, beautiful engagement coming out from PCR as they show their dominance in this regard. The next Lord of the match will spawn up in the next 15 seconds.
Yeah, it all comes down to that, to the Florian pick. Florian making a huge difference for the team. But, 1 second, this stream just froze. So, you guys can give them maybe some radio commentary while I get this set up once again.
Oh, no stress.
This you see Leslie getting that pick off onto Badang. It's just not getting the opportunity to just get online just yet. However, I do see everyone is saying the XCR is feeding, but nonetheless, we do see Pandora's Code Red onto, well, the second Lord of the match, taking it in favor of Pandora's Code Red.
I have to say, the change they made to Leslie, allowing her to be able to build that Malefic gun, made a major change. She's already having a dominating early game. Skype is on 40 stacks already, 1 item away from full build. So they definitely shut down Leslie as soon as possible.
Yeah, that is true. So Cyber, I do see you say, Way, long time now chat. So sorry, but Way did give us the opportunity and the floor. But nonetheless, we do see Author Blitz with the Yuzong getting that pick off onto the YSS. So currently just past the 11-minute mark, Pandora's Code Red having the 16 kill advantage with the Lord storming onto the tier 2 turret, as we do see Immune gets the shutdown kill onto Leslie. Oh, Elva, Team Millen does not have the Faraga armor, so there will be no last Insanity coming in from the Xborg, but we do see why Yuzong is into the backline as Badang is taken down. Currently it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor, make that a 2-for-2 exchange, evening the kills out. However, Xavier gets the return. That is currently a 2-for-3 exchange, but this battle is continuing. It's not ending, as we do see Vexana coming in with a blast there. I'm offended, just missing, but YSS does get the pick-off kill onto Xavier. Florian just allowing the team to sustain, but will Yuzong be able to escape this? Oh yes, as we do see YSS does shift the focus onto Florian. That is Grip Reaper being eliminated, sent back to Shanghai, as Waylander would call it.
But Black Dragon Form being committed to the first crack onto Yuzong. They're not letting up the pressure, getting another kill on the board for Escathon Sonata. So I have to say, they definitely are starting to come online, and this might be the game changer they just need to shift the focus in their favor.
Yeah, that is true. So this is all going to come down to the next team fight, which hopefully we will be seeing at the next major objective. But yeah, you know, Sunjin bro, Xborg, I wouldn't call him a Burma band hero, but at this point in stage, I would definitely say he's ban-worthy back again. But let's see.
It's still too early to tell. I mean, the season just started. Everyone's still trying to figure out what the meta is. As you know, it usually takes about a week or two before we can start figuring out what exactly the new meta is going to be. But nonetheless, the next Lord is up in 5 seconds. PCR still keeping their lead, having a 4k gold advantage as well as an 11 kill advantage going to this next Lord. But Econ definitely is looking to contest this objective. As we know, all members are in position. We're going to see a massive 5v5 fight coming out now.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to who's going to get the sets. Will XCR be able to get that full barrage onto multiple heroes, get those shields down, as we do see the first crack coming in from Badang onto the X-Borg. However, Leslie is into the back line, gets a double kill. That's currently a 2-0 exchange, as the last offender was used it, but Yuzong gets the pick off onto Katlechu 09, but Leslie is not done, as we do see the full barrage from XCR committed. However, XCR does get the shutdown kill onto Leslie. That is a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Pandora's Code Red. This Lord will go in favor of Pandora's Code Red. So, if the minion waves were just a bit more pushed, I would have definitely forced for that tier 3 turret. But we do see Escathon Sonata's team currently respawning. It's a very difficult situation for Escathon to come out of at this point in stage.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the full barrage already not available. We do see Eternal Guard being committed. Black Dragon Form into the mix. Will they get the pick off? Will they get the set? Will they be able to end as both teams just fall back, trying to get rid of the Eternal Guard and get Lord into the base? So no major engagements just yet. Dawning Light being committed just to try to get everyone low, as PCR does disengage from this team fight.
Yeah, so that's a tier 3 turret going in favor of Pandora's Code Red with that Lord, the objective that they had in favor of them. But Pandora's Code Red, everyone pretty much almost full build. It's almost, but definitely Pandora's Code Red does have the level and gold advantage. So Escathon Sonata should definitely just wait this one a bit more out, just clear the lanes and try and force those errors from PCR, as we do see PCR is into the base, out of the base, into the base, out of the base.
And there's a massive minion wave already pushing down the top lane, giving them a bit more map pressure. The bot lane is also slow pushing, so beautiful wave control coming out from Pandora's Code Red, showing us what they learned in the academic classes and implementing it. That's the word.
Implementing the discipline.
I wanted to say implementing, but yeah, no, that's not the word.
Shrimsy, it's you're definitely covering my Christopher role for the evening. I do appreciate it.
But as soon as there's a Scarp Skenkel in the chat, there has to be a Christopher. It doesn't matter who it comes from. You just know it will definitely be there.
So you're saying I'm influencing the Christopher moments?
You are Christopher, sir. So that definitely makes a massive difference. But Badang just poking down this Leslie, commits the flicker. Leslie, 2 shots, and Badang is almost down to 1/3 of his HP. So definitely they need to start respecting this regard. The Retri comes out from the X-Borg and steals that blue buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is purely for your entertainment. So if you are not entertained, I don't know what else will entertain you. But nonetheless, we do see the next Lord has spawned up. This is a bit more beefier Lord, as we are just past the 17-minute mark. Pandora's Code Red, the Black Dragon form, is committed from the Yuzong. However, he gets stunned up from the Ruby, but the Lost Insanity is committed from the X-Borg onto the Exia, as we do see the Exia is taken down. However, the wall is committed from Badang. However, we do see Pandora's Code Red does continue, as X-Borg does pick up the double kill, but YSS gets the return onto Xavier, but Pandora's Code Red is not letting their foot release off the throat of Escathon Sonata, clearing those waves, not going to wait and take the Lord, as we do see another tier 3 turret is taken down. They do have the number advantage, as we do see the engagement is onto YSS. However, we do see the pullback, but no one focusing onto the Nexus. Finally focus onto the Nexus. Pandora's Code Red taking the Waylander Gaming Grand Finals in a clean sweep fashion. GG's well played, Pandora's Code Red. Hands of applause to you guys, as Fury picks up the MVP with the Leslie in favor of Pandora's Code Red. What a season, what a ending. From start to finish, what excitement there was not.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And I have to say, PCR being the underdogs in this academy, and of course in this matchup, the viewers' votes heading to favor of Escathon, but Pandora's Code Red pulling through. And I present to you our grand finalists, the champions of the Waylander Academy Season 2, Pandora's Code Red.
So this is at that point a stage where we allow Waylander to voice his reasons and his meanings, and bless you with this beautiful radio voice, as we've heard multiple members in our community. Lotus stating that.
Yeah, as they say, face for radio. But that was a fun grand final. PCR taking this in a 2-0 fashion, just going to show what hard work, dedication, playing together as a team can accomplish. At the start of the academy, PCR were finding their footing. They had a couple of slips, a couple of misplays, but as time went by, as they started working together, forming a better cohesive unit. But even still, I'm sure they know it's not done yet. There is still levels and mountains to climb. Mobile Legends, one of the things that makes this game so fun, so amazing, is that, as you all have seen today, new season, new update, new bombshell. It resets what you knew about the game. Not everything entirely, right, obviously, but it does change a good few things, not just in the drafting phase, but the way we play, the way we rotate, the different strategies and patterns that we apply into the 5-man system. So all of that has gonna be a bit of an update. A little bit of a change. We're going to be testing, experimenting, using different combinations of heroes. So well done to PCR taking the Waylander Gaming Academy. They are our winners, our grand champions, knocking off Econ, Escathon, Sonata in the final in 2-0. So very, very well done to them.
So I am going to voice this. The viewers' curse that kick in. 60% of the votes going in favor of Escathon Sonata. Pandora's Code Red's votes only came into the second match. It was like they weren't expecting PCR to pick up the W's, and then as soon as PCR took that first match, we did see the votes picking up for PCR. So GG's well to Pandora's Code Red. So ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude the Waylander Gaming Academy Season 2. Stay tuned, Season 3 will be around the corner, but we still have the MSA Cup towards the end of the month that will be kicking off, and as well as Conquerors of Dawn, our anniversary tournament in September. Oh, and I completely forgot about the Deuce X. We've got the Deuce X tournament also kicking off after the MSA Cup. So there's a lot of tournaments still to happen in MLBB. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to say goodbye and good night for tonight, and we will see you all in this weekend once more, as we do have PUBG tomorrow. It is the Dexus Labs Grand Finals as well. So a lot of series concluding. But nonetheless, it's going to be me. I'm going to say goodbye. It's the sheep with the no bleep Skenkel saying goodbye and good night.
No, Chumsy, any final words before we close the stream?
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, stay in school, and don't do drugs.
Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you had a wonderful evening here with us on Waylander Gaming. We'll see you on the next stream.